What is up, guys? This is Mark Sevastopol, and it actually has been a minute. I know. I have been busy with working and all that fun stuff. And so in this video, what I'm making right now, right here in this place, is basically, I'm going to explain everything that I'm doing, what I'm getting into, and I will be pursuing more 3D, and I'm going to actually try to get into more in-depth, because now I have a 30 series right here, and I'll explain a little bit about this, my 3D, and then what's going on as well, obviously besides work. But anyways, jumping right into it. So for all of you, if you got a GeForce 1050 Ti or 4 GB graphics card, you know how bad it was during COVID. If you got it during then, it was super expensive, way overpriced. However, if you only had a 1 GB graphics card, yeah, this definitely helps out because you can actually use cycles. But then again, Blender came out with 2.9, which was amazing, but at the time I only had a 32-bit processor until I kicked it up to the AMD Ryzen 3600, I believe, and that's when I got this motherboard right here, which is a really good motherboard, the B450M Pro 4. Definitely recommend it. It's already pre-flashed with Ryzen. When I got it, I didn't have to do all this stuff, thankfully. And let's see, what else over here? So, like I said, I upgraded, and so if you do upgrade, definitely get a 30 series. Between the Ti and the 3060 regular, definitely get this, because this runs roughly like $900, like not after tax, maybe it's like $980 after tax or so off Amazon. This, however, and it is LHR version. I'll explain why I got this one for a reason, why I have two of them. But basically, it's about $1,000 because of Bitcoin mining. So, and I think it's more of Ethereum where it kicked off that it, is really good. If you get an actual 3060 Ti non-LHR, those are like $2,000. So it kind of pays off. But however, though, since Ethereum is quitting, and I'm not sure of the exact time it's quitting, I wouldn't really recommend getting it, if you decide to do the whole Bitcoin thing. But anyways, back to the 3D animation. I definitely recommend this one, though. You get your 12 gigabytes compared to 8 gigabytes, and it is phenomenal. You can actually, I'm using Eevees to play a speech, a cutscene, or like talking segment, whatever you call it, and animating faces at the same time, or trying to get it sync up, was nearly frustrating on this. Even if I took all the colors down, everything down to nothing, and it was just wireframe mesh, it still lagged pretty heavily. So a 3060, not sure about the 20 series, but I'm pretty sure it mainly works also like how much RAM or gigabytes you have. And even for 8, this thing was still a beast. And so I'll explain a little bit more why I have this right here. So I am into Bitcoin mining now. It is really fun. This is a BTC 37 motherboard. I believe this is first gen because it's all black, and the newer ones are green and another color. And also, this is a smaller board. By smaller, like these spaces in between here are between the PCIe slots are a whole lot more narrow. So I'll explain a little bit about this too with those graphics cards. Right here, this is my 3060 that's running 24/7, and a stand I built for it. A little tip: if you build a stand for it, make sure it is flush with your motherboard, so your graphics card has a lip right here and it can just sink down lower. And you might need to just after you get all your graphics cards in and sink down, so they're set into their little slot, their lanes, then put this in, or measure where you need to put this in so it can sink a little bit lower. That's kind of my problem with this one. I can't get it to go any lower, so I might have to sand this down or something a little bit more. And actually, this card was measured over here, and I had my 3060 Ti over here, so it does actually dip here. So this one was made to go into lane 3, but it's I guess I'll do a review of this board more too, or in depth. Look, I got a 750 watt power supply right here, just something basic. I will be getting actually a new power supply because I don't want to wreck this. And you can run a splitter to another GPU. It does have problems though, and The thing of running about it is, I think it's just too much, too much wattage for it or something, or not enough, and it can help kind of stop it and short it. So if you do buy this motherboard, there are a few things you need to get. That is laptop styled RAM and laptop style SATA, or not SATA, SSD, which is under that red light right there. And then also you need to install Windows 10, so you just got the flash, or the little flash drive, internet. This is my mouse and keyboard, and HDMI. Now, with the 3060 Ti series, there is algorithms that just got released, I believe, on T-Rex Miner on NiceHash, and those are for, actually I think it works for Ethereum as well, or what it was made for was Ethereum, and that's unlocking the full potential of the graphics card, so you're not getting the light hash reduction, that NVIDIA tried to stop people from buying these cards for. So if you have two of those 3060 Ti's, they work together, or else you can, I believe, get a dummy HDMI cord. Don't really know how it works. I looked it up a bit here and there, and I guess if you plug it into this slot, it tricks it into thinking, oh, it's not being used for mining, it's being used for actually being used for game play and all that. So it allows you to use its full potential. And I'll explain a little bit more in depth on this 3060 regular and the 3060 Ti here in a sec. This case right here, this is an old case which had this power supply from my brother. It's a really good setup, really big. However, I didn't know that this would not fit in there, or, I was like, it's got to be close, and there's just no way because of all this garbage right here. So I panicked and I bought a Phantom B550 Gaming 4. Got my, let's see, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 8 apiece, obviously. Let's see, and got your, SATA cable that comes with it, your disc, and your book, always important. And I always recommend, I didn't buy warranties with any of these, except for this one. I don't know why I wasted the extra money on this one, but I just really wanted to do Blender when I learned about it, so I was like, yeah, I'll put that in the warranty. However, on these, I always buy my computer parts new, so I always just buy the warranty, or use the warranty that, comes with it on your thing, on the website, so definitely take advantage of that if you can. And so this motherboard, I can get this out without being all funky, right? Ooh, love that ASMR. Okay, so this board is definitely a lot bigger than my ATX, the B450. It's more of a micro board, and then this one's the bigger version of that board, kind of, in a way. You got your RAM right here, CPU. And the main reason why I bought this board was because I didn't think this board was going to work with my 3060s. I looked up everywhere how to get the 3060s to work, and I was getting weird do this to the BIOS when you set it up, and I'm not really that familiar with BIOS and all that fun stuff. I will be eventually when I start learning to overclock, and that's when I'll actually start doing it on this motherboard with these graphics cards when I put another 30 series in here. But if you're wondering and you just want, a cheap mining board that can get you some decent money, and you get 230 series, which they're pretty big cards, so they will definitely fit in here with nice airflow going in between them. If you ever wondered about that, now you know. And this motherboard is capable of, after it's been flashed like from the factory, it's capable of handling 2 graphics cards. I think it's the SLI and the AMD Crossfire or whatever, where if you want to do it for gaming, but I don't think gaming still does that. I think it's just better to use 1 graphics card, but don't hold me to that. I'm not really a PC gamer. I'm a console gamer, which is weird. But anyways, breaking down these 2 cards real quick. Yeah, so worth the money if you want to do anything besides mining, I guess. I mean, it's a good miner. It's alright, but it doesn't beat this one. And I'll show you why here in a sec. So, let's see. Okay, so this is my 3060 Zotac. If you can see that, there we go. So it's saying roughly it just changed, 178. Actually, Bitcoin, when I'm making this video, is the highest it's been since I started mining on the 27th of Thanksgiving, November. I don't know my months. And so it actually gets roughly maybe $1.50 average, I would say. It's not really. There's a significant difference from that one and my 3060 Ti, which is getting $2.37. So here's the confusing part that's getting me. So now I have all the algorithms downloaded. I was gonna do what works best and only do 1 to 2 algorithms. However, it just turned out downloading all of them and letting it pick and choose and do whatever it does ended up making me more money. So, showing you the difference though. So here's your 36 Ti LHR version compared to your 3060. It's saying the 3060 makes more than the 3060 Ti. That's not true. Even though this site actually updates, I mean, it's showing 50. Let's see if I can zoom in there. 50,000, Bitcoin, or 50,000 per Bitcoin. It's still, I don't know what's going on, like why it's still off quite a bit. So and that's just another thing where maybe overclocking would probably help, but I still feel that the two 3060 Ti's would be better. So for my 3D animation, I will be taking my 3060 out of this right here, and I will be putting it down here. And since it doesn't get as hot when I'm, animating and rendering and stuff, and because I can't even have my backplate on this, it just gets so hot and humid down here. So it'll be nice to have airflow and save this computer. Since I put kind of a bit of work into this one, I put more work into this computer than all my other ones. But anyways, so back to this. Let's see here. Okay, so this is the power supply I got off Parallel Miner. Actually, I'm waiting for it in the mail. I chose this one because it is a 1200 watt, so I believe it already comes with like its own main power cable. And then you have your PCIe's, and then this is what really got me, was this that connects straight to your mining motherboard. So it's your regular power supply right here, your 16 pin, plug it into there, goes in the your motherboard. Then you got your 8-piece or 6-piece plus 2, basically converts to an 8. So you plug one in here, take it to your graphics card, and then I believe you can plug it into your graphics card and your riser, which is, I guess it's a riserless, but that's technically what that is. And here's how you can see this is the old version of this BTC brand of board. Usually you'll have this on one side, and then they have like another row of these about this far out. So I do not have that. I have the first gen. So if this board goes down, $160, $60, I would be sad, but it's a first gen board, and if I were to really get heavily into mining, which I would like to, if I could control the temperature, that's the other thing. If the temps stay decent, I'll definitely get into hardcore mining. If it doesn't, then I'll probably just stay, light little passive income. But definitely one of these. For all this on Parallel Miner, it roughly cost about, let's see, I believe it was like $210 maybe or so. Let's see if I don't have it in my cart. But it's definitely worth it. If you don't understand anything about this, I just looked it up. You need this to connect to that, and there's like different variations of, let's see if I can find a picture of it. I guess there's like a gold slot on the power supply right here, and it's very precise which one has to go. And too much electricity I don't understand, the number, what goes where. I'm still learning about that. And so, I just figured buy it in a bundle, save yourself all the work. But anyways, back to what I was saying earlier about the graphics card. So I got both of them. Obviously that's the one under my desk. It's hard to maintain. I'm going to open a window here soon so I can get some cold air flowing through here and drop that one and keep that one low. But here's your actual profit, and local. So $4.27, and that's not really true. I mean, I've got a couple more payouts left. I think it's like 3 payouts per times. It's like 8 payouts a day technically, because it's 3, right? 8 times 3 is 24. maybe I don't know math, something like that. I'm pretty sure. But let's see, and then hopefully I'm not showing anything I'm not supposed to. But so $62. So I had one graphics card started, my 3060 Ti running 24/7. Had power go down once, and it kind of sucked. I mean, it was only for like an hour. I was able to get it back running. But from the 27th of November to now it's December, and it's only been about a week since I added the other graphics card. So that's, it's a significant amount that it's added to it. I've noticed maybe like 70 cents more or something. Not much, but it's still quite a bit. And oh, now it's running Octopus. I think this has to be one of the best for these 30 series. I'm pretty sure that's Octopus, right? Maybe it's not. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. I'm trying to figure out how to get all this mining working out and how the payment actually is. I still have to get a hold of my energy bill to see what the actual cost is, because this is so, I mean, I'm thinking it's actually probably more than it actually would be, because these numbers are so extruded. They're like, it's saying $2 and I'm only getting this much. So I don't know, maybe if I mess around and do some extra updates, I'll figure out how to do it. But anyways, that was, oh wow, this video is longer than I thought. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is, guys. And I definitely will be doing more videos. I'll probably be doing a comparison of these two graphics cards too. One-on-one computer when I'm switching over to the getting full miners, and I get another one of these in the mail, so I have two of these running. I'll have probably one of these just sitting in my actual main computer and just run 3 of these, see how it handles the hash rate and all that. Would be running in my BTC miner. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna hopefully be having 3D animation come out here in a bit, some more videos and some actually better stuff. I've just been slacking because of work. But anyways, if you stayed this long, thank you, and have a Merry Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you want to do. Or enjoy food, it's whatever it is. Anyways, take it easy, guys.